stay in the punch, a lot of stories here, but let's stay with Deborah Yakubo's story. You need to look at the parents to break your heart all over again. If your heart was broken by the gruesome murder, so gruesome of the young girl, then you need to look at her parents. And you wonder why people have to go through this in life, and why do people have to put people through this kind of wahala in this life?
Terrible.
The parents have now concluded that we cannot send our children to school again because you have lost a child. You don't want to lose all of your children. 7 of them, somebody now has to go and talk to the parents. Psychologists, psychiatrists, the government now has to be able to involve these parents and save them from grief, from this unbelievable grief that some unruly boys in that Sokoto college did. Because I don't think they did it for religion. These boys are ignorant. They don't. I'm sure that if they open the Quran today, they did not know where in the Quran they said kill somebody for blasphemy. Or even if they know what blasphemy really is. I doubt that completely. It's these clerics that keep preaching this kill them or kill them. I mean, I saw the video of another cleric, in Sokoto, in Hausa, and he said kill them more than 100 times in that video. And that is the message.
And they're still walking free.
Yeah, still walking free. That is the message they keep putting out. That is causing all of the kind of things we saw in Sokoto. And then on Saturday, they began to attack everything they see. It's ignorance, complete ignorance. That's why education is so important. That it has to be the leaders who dish out education, the religious leaders, the traditional leaders. This is completely in their purview. The government has to ensure that education goes out, because I just saw what happened in Sokoto throughout the weekend as a complete fallout of lack of education and ignorance, completely. But it's unfortunate too that big people in society also encourage this. The chief imam of the Abuja mosque, said the same thing. There's a pilot who is the son of MD Abubakar, former police chief, who is Dangote's son-in-law. He's struggling now to try to remove this because he's commissioned his lawyers, they put out a statement, and you just need to go to the comment section and laugh at the boy. At that age, that's luxury standard you have achieved in life, international pilot. You must know what you say now. You cannot hide it because the internet doesn't lie. The tweet is there. He softly supported the killing of Deborah. And he's trying now, saying his lawyer will sue anybody that you will sue tire, because the general opinion is that you cannot hide what is already there. I see how he struggled. For the fact they had to go and commission lawyers 24 hours later just tells you how guilty he was. So we need people in society who are up there to try and temper this kind of situation happens. And that's why, for the first time, I'll praise Sheikh Gumi. Sheikh Gumi has come out to say, where did they tell you to kill people? It's the same thing the Sultan has said. Even Atiku Abubakar, for politics' sake, he's trying to get away from this. But Atiku doesn't look like the guy that supports this kind of violence. And in the past, he has been anti-Sharia. So we need political leaders to stand up to this kind of situations and deal with it. Otherwise, we'll keep suffering Deborah 1,000 times over again. Look at Sokoto on Saturday. If care wasn't taken, if the government hadn't declared the state of emergency, declared a 24-hour lockdown curfew, you know what will have happened the next day. They were targeting specifically. They were going for the church of Reverend Father Kuka, the Bishop of Sokoto. They were trying to target it. Of course, Kuka tried to, despoil the situation quickly when he issued his statement and said my home wasn't attacked and all that. But we saw evidence that, if it was for security, it would have happened. It's not an unfortunate weekend we had, and this is now President Buhari and Governor Tambuwal. They need to make efforts. These perpetrators, the killers of Deborah, cannot go free. They cannot. We live in a secular Nigeria. The laws of the laws in our constitution are the laws that guide this country, not religious laws. We must realize that. And even religious experts will tell you where in our religion
it's not written anywhere.
They tell you to take vengeance for God. It's there.
One question on the lips of so many Nigerians is that whether the government and those in positions of authority have demonstrated clearly that they stand against this kind of actions of violence.
Most of them can't do it. Just like Atiku Abubakar example. His people who handle his social media, they know his position on issues. So they quickly, once Deborah happened, Atiku Abubakar tweets quickly. Even if it's Asna, he tweets as it's happening. So they have gone ahead quickly to tweet, only for him to realize, no, this one will affect me. And that is the nature of most Nigerian politicians, especially from that part of the country. They try to weigh this thing against an expected public reaction to their comments. Religion is a big problem. I don't want to call it a problem. It's a big issue in the north, in northern Nigeria today. And that's why you can see the things we see in Kano, the imposition of Sharia by Governor Yerima, and his comments up until 2 weeks last week. He was saying there's nothing wrong with him marrying a 13-year-old. That man is running for president now. That's in Yerima, governor of Zamfara, that started all of this. Like, he lit the candle, for all of these kind of problems that we're having, in this country now. They want to always stand to look religious, to look pious and religious. But they know that we are in a secular Nigeria and people have the right. I mean, Deborah did not commit blasphemy in the real sense. Because what is blasphemy? At the end of the day, she was chatting in a WhatsApp group that was not supposed to be for school assignment. Somebody kept putting religious things and she called the person to order. And she won her paid with her life. Anyway, that kind of environment is spectacular like that. That environment is a keg gunpowder. I know I served in Sokoto, so I know what I'm talking about. Spent 1 whole year there, and I know now the government has moved quickly. Close down all schools, ask NYS members to stay indoors. Because once your NYC, for instance, are wearing that uniform, they can identify that you're Southerner. Don't talk and do anyhow. Those environments are tensed, volatile for religious issues. Yeah. So people also have to be careful or not stay there at all. That's why parents are telling you today, they post any of my children to the north for youth service. They're not going anywhere.
Yes.
It's so sad. The government has a lot of work to do. That's what I mean. The government, and they have to, like Governor Tambora now know that he cannot take sides. This is a matter where he has to come out and stay right there in the middle and solve this matter. He cannot take sides. He cannot afford to. President Buhari too should know this. Because President Buhari's statement on Friday, I think did not really touch the core of the matter in the way that a lot of people expected that it will. It was underwhelming to say the least, as per the issue that happened. It took 24 hours. And I don't think it took 24 hours. It took 24 hours and it came to underwhelming.
Did you enjoy this video? Hit the subscribe button for more, leave a comment, and like. Thank you.